Hey, how you doing? It's Rich from Forex Secrets X, and welcome to the second part of my top 10 Forex trading tips. Right, on to number 6, the weekly and monthly rate stats. Again, don't get caught up in too much short-term action. Always take the time to look at the weekly and monthly rate stats because it'll give you a far greater insight into the big picture of price changes. So you'll be able to easily pick up on trends and what's happening with the currency. It's a lot harder to do if you're trading and you're only looking at the last hour's results or the trend over the last hour. If you look at the big picture, then it'll often give you a far better idea of what a price is likely to do. Also, if you're coming into a new market or a new currency that you're going to trade, then switch to looking at the weekly and monthly chart, and it'll often help you uncover a trend in a rate. Number 7, a risk and reward strategy. Again, it's quite a basic thing, is this, but people do forget it when they get into the heat of battle and they're in busy trading away. Always be balancing up the risk of a trade against the likely reward. Again, a lot of traders that I talk to on a daily basis seem to try to make too much from a single trade or deposit too much or too large a percentage of their capital into one trade. Always balance up what risk against what reward you're going to achieve. As a rule of thumb, I would never commit more than 30% of my account balance to any single trade, and the aim is always to make double the value or 3 times the value of the risk in most trades. Once you get this, then exit your trade, take the profits and exit that trade and move on to the next one. Develop this discipline and you'll be on your way to consistent profits day in and day out. The key thing here is that no trader is going to make a correct decision no matter how good they are 100% of the time. So you need to be allowing for losing trades and just accept that losses are all part of trading. You're going to make losing trades. If you can make winning trades 2 times out of 3, then that's fine. You're going to make money. Trade long-term trends as well. I think we've all been drawn into this short-term day trading, but the best and the most effective trading plan and trading strategies that I've developed over the years have involved long-term trades, some short-term day trading, some scalping on movements on a day-to-day basis, and also involving some automation to my trading. However, I'd say that my most profitable trades over the last few years have all been long-term trends. Where I've identified a trend in a currency moving one way and I've ridden it for a lot longer, sometimes weeks and months, and a couple of them I rode them for a year before I exited my position. So again, look at long-term trades as well as short-term trades and your day-to-day profits you want to make. But you can also take positions on longer-term trends that are going and ride those all the way up and exit at a higher point. So mix it all together is my overall message with this, but don't forget about long-term trades. I see so many people who are just so caught up in short-term profits that they forget about the big profits they could have made if they'd have taken a position on a long-term trend as well. Number 9, always use the stop loss function. Accepting the loss, I think, is one of the hardest disciplines to adopt, and you constantly see, and I do all the time when I speak to traders and look at the positions that they've been in, that they tend to be in a losing position and they stay into it hoping and praying that their position will turn around and come back, and often it just gets deeper and deeper and the losses get bigger and bigger. So set yourself a stop loss and don't adjust the value. If the stop loss kicks in, then you're out of your trade and then you can move on to the next trade. As we discussed earlier about when to exit a trade on the upside for profit, it's just as important to know when to get out of a trade if the rate does move against you. So remove the emotion from your trading and don't rely on feelings. Just accept the loss and move on to the next trade. Above all, don't ever be tempted to invest more money into a losing trade hoping that you can retrieve it and turning round, because again, eventually that's going to come against you and you're going to lose all your capital and be out of the game. So my whole message here is set a stop loss for each trade and don't adjust its value. Right, on to the last thing, number 10, and probably the biggest tip here is planning ahead. Plan your trading week ahead. We're all trading and we can trade on the Forex markets and the currency markets 24 hours a day if we wanted to. However, make sure that you're trading at the most profitable times. the start and the end of the week are always times which tend to have more volatile markets. On Mondays, you tend to find that the rate trends are yet to be set, so they can fluctuate up and down unexpectedly. And similarly, on Friday afternoons, people seem to be exiting their positions more, and there's higher amount of trade closures at the end of the week. So again, the markets can be very volatile in nature. The best days for day trading, I always feel, in the Forex markets are Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Far better markets to trade in, more stable markets and less volatility in the prices. So hopefully that's helped you over those 2 videos, and you adopt some of those tips and put them into practice in your trading. If you want to visit the site, which is www.forexsecretsx.com, then there's more free tips and advice that I share on there. You can click the link below this video, or as I say, you can just visit the site direct. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, so if you want to follow us on there and friend us on there, that'd be great. Alright, I'll talk to you all soon, and take care and enjoy your trading.